Coming to you from SFCS Studio 12, this is Shannon Today.
Good morning, Crusaders. I'm Madeline Mikowski.
And I'm Emma Ruth Peterson. Welcome to Shannon Today. It's Wednesday, January 23rd, 2013. Here's your news from around the school. The fifth grade class will go on a field trip to the Peace Center tomorrow, January 24th. They will see a performance about Martin Luther King. The 100th day of school is Friday, January 25th.
Shannon Spirit Week is next week. Here's Morgan Miner to tell us about some of the events that will take place.
Spirit Week at Shannon is next week, January 28th through February 1st. This is a time filled with school spirit as we prepare for homecoming on Friday night, February 1st. Our sports reporter, Petra Cruz, will tell more about the events of that night a little later in the broadcast. One of the super fun parts of Spirit Week is getting to dress up in some pretty crazy clothes each day. Here are a few of our teachers to tell us just what to wear.
Hey guys, Monday, January 28th is Pajama Day.
Tuesday, January 29th, Superhero Day. I'm off to save the world.
Wednesday, January 30th is Tacky Formal Day. Wait, this isn't tacky.
Thursday, January 31st is Patriotic Day. Go USA!
Friday, February 1st is Spirit Day.
Pretty crazy, huh? Be sure to show your school spirit by dressing up each day next week. Get out and support our school. Go Crusaders!
We close our Spirit Week with Shannon's homecoming on Friday, February 1st.
Looking ahead, the junior class will be selling candygrams February 4th through 13th. There will be no school Monday, February 18th in honor of President's Day.
For more information on these and other Shannon Forest events and activities, visit shannonforest.com. Now, here's Paige Harris with this week's birthdays.
We have a few birthdays this week. First grader Mackenzie Hayes had a birthday yesterday. Second grader Alyssa Heaton will celebrate her birthday tomorrow, January 24th. And third grader Kyle Marler will turn a year older on Saturday, January 26th. Happy birthday!
Thanks, Paige, for that report on the birthdays. Now let's go to Julia Harris for a look at our weather on Wednesday.
We've had much cooler weather the past few days. Today we'll see clear skies with a high of 47 degrees and a low of 31. Tomorrow should have partly cloudy skies with a high of 50. It looks like we might see a cold rain on Friday with a high of only 43 degrees. The low will be in the upper 20s. We'll be back to some sunshine for the weekend. Bundle up! That's your weather on Wednesday. I'm Julia Harris. Now back to you.
Thanks, Julia, for that report. We appreciate all of our wonderful teachers and employees at Shannon Forest Christian School. It's time to find out who we will honor this week. We'll also find out about this week's Super 7. Here's Kennedy Kirkland to let us know who will take our hats off.
Today we honor lower school principal and friend, Miss Neely. We want to thank her for all the dedication and service to Shannon Forest Christian School. When you see her today, be sure to tell her that we are thankful for all she does for our school. A special surprise will be delivered to her later today. Now it's time for the Shannon Super 7. This week's honored students are second grader Zachary Tattershaw, first grader Samuel Norman, second grader Brandon Wilkins, first grader Asa Forrest, fifth grader Morgan Rice Weber, third grader grader Isabella Wyland. And lastly, third grader Petra Cruz. These students may stop by the lower school office sometime today to get a special prize. Hats off to you all.
Thanks, Kennedy. Remember to go by the lower school office to get your prize. Now here's Delilah and Brock with the joke of the week.
Hey Delilah, do you want to hear a funny joke?
Sure, Brock.
Why did the computer squeak?
I don't know, Brock. Why did the computer squeak?
Because someone stepped on his mouse.
That was funny. Now let's check in with Petra Cruz for the latest news on all of the Shannon teams and hear a little about the upcoming homecoming games.
Basketball and swimming are in full swing. The swim team had a conference meet in Asheville yesterday. The middle school girls and boys lost both of their conference games last week. The varsity girls basketball team picked up a non-conference win this past Friday night. Congratulations! The varsity boys and the JV boys basketball teams lost both of their games last week. All of our basketball teams had games yesterday. The varsity girls, boys, and JV teams were at home playing against Asheville School. The middle school played at Mount Zion. We'll report on those games next week. Friday, February 1st, there will be homecoming basketball games beginning at 4 o'clock and running through the rest of the evening. The last game will be the varsity boys starting at 6:30 p.m. During halftime, there will be a state ring ceremony for our girls' 2012 volleyball state championship team. The crowning of the Shannon homecoming court will follow the varsity boys game. That's our sports report for today. Get out and support our teams. I'm Petra Cruz. Now back to you.
Go Crusaders! Thanks, Petra. It's time to fire up your brain. Here's Faith, Caroline, and Jack with some fun and interesting facts.
President Barack Obama was publicly sworn in at the 57th presidential inauguration this past Monday, January 21st. He gave an inaugural address or speech. Did you know that the shortest inaugural address was given by President George Washington in 1793? It was 135 words long. The longest inaugural address was given by President William Henry Harrison in 1841. It lasted 1 hour and 45 minutes. There was a big snowstorm that day, and he wore no hat or coat. He got sick afterwards and died 1 month later, the shortest time a U.S. president ever served. Maybe there's a lesson to be learned. Always wear your hat and coat.
Did you know that today is National Handwriting Day? It was started in 1977 by the Writing Instrument Manufacturers Association. They were trying to get people to buy more pens, pencils, and paper. And since January 23rd is John Hancock's birthday, that seemed like a great day to celebrate. In case you didn't know, John Hancock was the first person to sign the Declaration of Independence. So, don't forget to put your John Hancock on your work today.
Did you know that on your birthday in Ireland, that boys and girls are given birthday bumps? They are turned upside down and bumped on their head as many times as the age they are turning. One bump for each year. Then they give one more bump for good luck. That has to hurt.
Thanks, guys. It's time to check in with the Wallace family. They were attending Sylvester last week with the 6th graders. Let's see what's going on in their family. I think they have a new member joining their family for a while.
Man, I'm really nervous about starting a new school, especially since Timmy's sick and won't be there with me.
Well, you know what, Laura? We're glad that you're able to stay with us for the next few months, and it's a good thing that your parents are in Peru being missionaries. And don't worry about going to school. It's a really good school, and you'll get used to it after a while.
Yeah, I know. I'm just nervous that nobody will
the Bible says, when I'm afraid, I will trust in you. So, and when I was a kid, I had to switch schools. I was really nervous, but I ended up really liking that school.
That's really good advice. And Laura, don't worry. Like I said, you'll get used to it, and I'm sure everybody will like you.
Yeah, thanks, Aunt Donna and Uncle Alex. Oh, by the way, Aunt Donna, love your hairstyle.
Thank you.
What about mine?
Yeah, Uncle Alex, yours is good too.
There are a lot of people around our school who follow the teaching of Jesus by helping others around them. Here's Jack Devine to tell us about a Shannon Spirit Week opportunity to help some children in India.
An important part of Spirit Week is to help raise money for an important mission project. This year, Shannon Forest will support Set Free Alliance. This project helps children in need in the country of India to get an education, have a safe place to live, get medical attention, and much more. All of this is done in a loving Christian environment. There are so many opportunities during Spirit Week to help raise funds for this mission project. On Monday, eat at Joy of Tokyo on Woodruff Road, and the school will receive a percent of your purchase. There will also be a pancake breakfast in a multi-purpose room beginning at 7 a.m. that day. You can buy a box of Krispy Kreme donuts in Carline for $5 a box that day as well. On Tuesday, eat at Firehouse Subs on Pelham Road to support our mission. On Thursday, eat at Buffalo Wild Wings Cafe, and our school will receive a percent of your purchase. And on Friday, you can eat at Sonic on Woodruff Road any time of the day, and again will receive a percent of your purchase. To find out specific times for each event, go to shannonforest.com. We appreciate your support of this worthwhile project.
You can find out more about Set Free Alliance by going to setfreealliance.org. If you know of someone in our school who makes a difference in others' lives through their actions, please let Mrs. Sellers know.
Before you go, we want to remind you about our contest to be the guest anchor on the Shannon Today morning show. Here's Emma Sexton to tell you about that opportunity.
So you think you might like to be an anchor on the Shannon Today morning show? Well, we want to hear from you. Simply write us a paragraph telling us why you would like to have the job. Please keep it no more than a half a page and be sure your name is on the paper. Drop it off in the lower school office by the end of the school day on Friday, February 8th. We'll announce the winner on the Shannon Today morning show on Wednesday, February 13th. Remember that your paragraph must be written at school, and you can be as creative as you want, trying to convince us that you're the one. I'm Emma Sexton. Now back to our anchors today, Madeline and Emma Ruth.
We're looking forward to reading your paragraphs. There will be an opportunity later in the spring for first and second graders to appear on the Shannon Today morning show as a reporter. That's our show for today. Thank you for joining us for this edition of Shannon Today. Have a wonderful day.
Remember to always try your best and do everything in a way that brings glory and honor to God. Have a great week.
Bye.
Bye.